The Game Awards 2025, the biggest gaming event of the entire year, took place around a week ago actually, so I'm a little bit late, but I was busy back then working on my previous video and handling some other matters, and I still wanted to discuss this event a little bit, highlight some great announcements and all of that, and I just wanted to share my experience. So that's what we're doing today. You're watching Neon Darkness, and this is Darcast Damage, the subdivision of my show, where I talk about all things video games. And today, we're going to talk about the Game Awards 2025. Tune in. One thing I want to clarify before we begin is that I am not going to talk about every announcement, nor am I going to talk about all the biggest ones or which ones were the most popular / anticipated. This is my TGA experience, so I'm just going to highlight the games and experiences I like and I think are interesting. So maybe you'll get a new perspective on that gaming showcase. I really hope you do, and I hope I will highlight some of the projects that you didn't give a lot of thought while seeing live. So without further ado, I think let's just start. And I'll just make things as obvious as I could, and let's just start with the biggest ones. Okay, AAA gaming, premium stuff. Pragmata. Pragmata is the AAA project I am probably interested in the most out of the bunch. Because I like space, I like sci-fi, I like Capcom, damn. So Pragmata has this history of, Capcom announced Pragmata several years ago with an abstract teaser trailer, which kinda gave an impression of a Death Stranding kinda game. Like back then, several years ago, when Pragmata was announced, it really looked like a Death Stranding game made by Capcom. Except, a little bit more futuristic. But now that we got more details, and now that we actually know what this game is, Pragmata still manages to keep me interested. Basically, what Pragmata is an adventure game, action adventure. It's a game set in a sci-fi setting, space sci-fi setting in a way, I guess. We're on a lunar base or something. A game that involves a lot of elements of hacking and digital interfaces and all of that. You play as a guy. Like, I don't really know, who's this guy? He seems like a generic engineer or something. His name is Hugh, which is a really weird name for an action game protagonist, in my opinion. But it's a whatever, really. The point is that we got a new trailer, we got the new look at the game, and we actually got the new demo, probably the first ever demo for this game, and I have actually tried it because I was really interested in Pragmata, and I just had to do it. And Pragmata plays really nicely. I did not expect, whatever I thought this game was going to be, I did not expect what I would get in the end. The key feature of the game is that whenever you're locking on an enemy, you have this hack-and minigame, which you kinda have to complete in order to make an enemy vulnerable to your attacks, you know, so the robots would get more damage. And it's really nice because during the time you're playing, you know, you're completing that minigame, and you have to do it like time after time, constantly. During the time you're playing this minigame, you're extremely vulnerable. You can move. You can still move, but the speed of your movement is extremely slow. So yeah, it's just as I said, it makes you extremely vulnerable to enemy attacks, and there are different kinds of enemies. You know, some big, some small, some fast, some are flying, and I just had a great experience with Pragmata. It came as a surprise that this game turned out to be pretty well optimized. I mean, I said it before, but my gaming setup is, my GPU is NVIDIA GTX 1060, 6 gigabytes GPU, and Pragmata runs pretty nicely on my PC. I did not expect that at all. But I still had to tweak some settings here and there, but the game looked nice and the game ran nice, so hey, I'm kinda excited for this one, actually. I can't say that for other titles. Not a lot of AAA games that I felt were interesting, uh, but I still want to highlight some of them. The new Divinity game, for example, sure was a big surprise. Every second of that trailer being on screen, I was completely sure that it's a trailer for The Witcher 4. For some reason, it just made sense for me. But yeah, it turned out it's a new Divinity game, whatever it is, like either a remake or a reboot or a completely new entry in the series. Still looks expensive, and I mean, people loved Divinity Original Sin 2, people loved the hell out of Baldur's Gate 3, so I mean, good luck to Larian with this one. And another game which is kind of interesting is called Gang of Dragon. It seems like it kind of seems like a spin-off game for a Yakuza series, which is called Like a Dragon. Nothing too exciting. We saw some nice graphics, we saw some nice fight scenes, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the people, they do look beautiful from the graphic standpoint, that is. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a new Yakuza game, so looks nice, looks interesting, but probably the games, I guess I could say I am interested the most out of the AAA bunch are the new Resident Evil and Control 2. Resident Evil Requiem is the game that piqued my interest almost immediately. I kinda knew it was going to be Resident Evil 9, because it kinda looked like it. For the context, they kept this announcement as a mystery back then. But yeah, something in the way the game looked kinda gave it out to me. I was like, yeah, it kind of looks like an RE engine, so it's probably like the new Resident Evil game. And yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 9 looks great. I love the aesthetics of this game. I love the female protagonist. I don't remember like the name of the girl. I'm sorry. But just a couple days ago on TGA 2025, we have discovered that out of all things, Leon Kennedy's coming back, like the older version of him. So Capcom is kind of pulling out another DMC5 move with the old Dante, and now we got the old Leon, which is kind of crazy to think about, honestly. And they look a little bit same as well. And I am not really excited about that announcement. You know, the announcement of Leon being a playable character and being a part of the story. I guess I would prefer it to be a story of that girl we met initially. But still, Resident Evil Requiem looks great. And yeah, I like this game a lot. I guess I could kind of say the same about Control 2, which is not called Control 2, and which is called actually Control Resonant. And this one is hella interesting. This one is actually interesting as hell, because turns out we're going to play not as Jessie, the protagonist of the original game, but as her brother, Dylan. And it's not even the most crazy thing about this game. You see, Control 1 it was an action game, but it was an action game with an emphasis on shooting. But Control Resonant is going to be an action game with an emphasis on melee. It's quite intriguing for me. I mean, it looks great. The trademark Remedy design and trademark Control design, it's all there. Like, by design, I mean art style, kinda. But yeah, it's kinda spooky, it's mysterious, it's intriguing, and I mean, all the stuff we were trying to fight and contain inside the oldest house in the first game, it all broke out, and now the whole city, if it's only a city, which I kind of doubt. So basically, the whole city is infected, and you're gonna have to fight this corruption as Dylan. And man, it looks great. Like, Control is probably is my top two like big game I'm interested in from TGA 2025. Top one being Pragmata, I guess. And surprisingly, we also saw the announcement of Star Wars Fate of the New Republic, the brand new entry in the series, with Casey Hudson on board. And Casey Hudson, if you don't know who's that, Casey Hudson is actually the writer for the Mass Effect trilogy, for Knights of the Old Republic, both games, I think, and maybe even Dragon Age, but I'm not sure of that. I'm not actually an RPG guy, so I can't really say a lot about this announcement, but I am aware that KOTOR games are a beloved classic, and you know how important these games are and how much people love them. So I guess it's a good thing to have. I mean, I am sure there are a lot of people that were surprised, to say the least, by that announcement, and that are now waiting for this game to come out. And every second is a pain for them. So, but yeah, just as I said, I can't say a lot about this game. I just hope that it won't become another Star Wars Eclipse, for example. Remember Star Wars Eclipse? The interactive, like, cinematic movie game they announced several years ago on the Game Awards by Quantic Dream. Yeah, ever heard of that? I don't think so. Yeah, we didn't hear about this game for years at this point, so I guess good luck to Fate of the Old Republic devs. But yeah, I guess that's it for AAA games, and now, let's go smaller. Let's talk a little bit about smaller games, AA games, and this kind of stuff. I'll try to keep it brief, but still consider checking all those projects. I think those are interesting games, and I will definitely keep an eye on some of them, if not all. And the first one is called Decrepit, or Decrepit, I'm not sure, sorry. And It's basically a first-person Souls-like game, which is a novel thing on its own. I mean, there aren't really any first-person Souls-like, as far as I'm aware. Maybe there is like one or two, but they're not that big, they're not that impressive. I guess I would know about these games. But yeah, Decrepit is a first-person Souls-like, which takes place entirely in a middle-age castle, European castle. It looks realistic, it looks interesting, and it looks dark as in, not literally, even though I guess that too, dark as like moody. Another thing that looks nice is John Carpenter. Oh my god, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. It's a 4-player co-op shooter where you shoot zombies, and it's not a serious game by any means, but it looks fun. People swear a lot in this game, apparently, but I guess I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, not a lot to say about this one. It looks fun, and I can see having some good time in this game. I mean, personally. So I guess I'll keep an eye on this one. Ontos is the new project by the authors of Soma, the cult classic, the first-person sci-fi horror game. Ontos looks intriguing, I guess. That is the word. We got the good old sci-fi art style as well. It looks totally different to what we had in Soma, back in Soma. But still, it looks interesting enough. Some space motifs again. And yeah, I'll wait for this game to come out, I guess. I'll wait for more details, and yeah, I'm kind of curious about this one. I mean, Soma is one of the very few horror games I actually liked and got spooked by, and I just picked it up for $50 like a couple days ago, and I'm happy about it, man. Like, that's a damn nice deal. So yeah, Ontos looks great. Just like our next project, which is called Warlock. And we don't really know what this is. Not really. It's a new game set in a Dungeons and Dragons settings. But, I mean, our main character is a goth witch. And some metal music playing in the trailer. And the trailer is purple. So, I mean, seems like a nice deal to me, you know what I mean? The gameplay will be revealed on summer 2026, and then we'll see what this game actually is. I'm curious, but, you know, we don't really know what this is yet, so I guess we'll just see. And, but what was revealed on TGA 2025 is the brand new entry in the Forest series, which actually has a number in it. You know, we had the Forest, we had Sons of the Forest, but now it's just Forest 3, and it's kind of weird. But still, the entire game is weird, I guess. We got the brand new setting, we got the brand new style, but the brand new aesthetic for this game. It looks mysterious, it looks kind of scary, it looks a little bit sci-fi alert, hey. But yeah, definitely looks a lot more interesting than The Forest 2. I didn't even bother to play this game, even though I am kind of curious, but you know, just not too much. And the last game in this section I want to talk about is called Out of Words, and Out of Words is cool. It is a stop-motion co-op platformer, I guess. It's an adventure game. It looks beautiful, it looks nice, it looks cinematic, it looks stylish, and I suggest you check out the trailer for this one. I will probably link all the trailers below the video, so I don't know, consider giving it a shot. So yeah, Out of Words is it's just so wholesome, and yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, talking about the title, it is called this way because the game tells the story of two kids, and they do not have mouths. So yeah, that's now you know it. Wow. But this game is stylish, sure, but I want to talk about more stylish games, because there sure were a lot of these on this presentation. And I want to start with AUDIOMECH. AUDIOMECH is the new game by the developer of AudioServe. If you don't know what this is, basically it's a game where you play as a little spaceship, and the levels are your songs, basically, you know, whatever song you want to play, you just put it into the game and you play it as a level. And this game is kind of the same, except this time it's a 2D action game, I guess. You play as a mech, and music is your weapon. Your attacks controlled by the music, and specifically by different frequencies. For example, you got the bass sword, which is obviously being controlled by the lower frequencies of the song that is playing on the background. And you got, you know, bombs, which are controlled by vocals, I think, and another thing that is controlled by treble. It's pretty cool. Like, the concept is nice, the game looks great, the trailer was hella fun to watch. But the thing is that this game, just like Pragmata, it also has a demo out, like right now, and I tried it as well. And the experience, like my experience with AUDIOMECH, wasn't really as great as it was with Pragmata. And I'm being really nice here, because I've tried this game. I saw a notification which said you can play any music, you can even stream it, you know, from your desktop, you can play it on the background on Spotify or whatever. You know, the game will just pick up the audio, and I was like, wow, that's actually cool, that's a nice feature, I don't even have to download anything. I tried that didn't work at all. The game does not detect my music, but whatever, I guess. I'll just use a built-in song. Surely it has to work. It didn't. It didn't work. I wasn't even able to complete the tutorial. I was struggling for like 15 minutes. I've tried everything, you know, I've tried to like tweak some of the settings, and I've tried all the buttons. I've tried using the controller, using the keyboard, I've tried different songs. Nothing worked. I wasn't able to complete the tutorial, so game looks great. Please fix it, I guess. It was unplayable for me. I uninstalled the demo and I went away disappointed. It's just, it's not a cool thing to have. So, yeah. But on the upside, a game I absolutely loved is called Bradley the Badger. It seems to be an adventure game, I guess. A little bit of everything. In this game, you play as Bradley the Badger. Wow. How did you know? Man. But the gimmick of this game is that it's kind of a parody game, and you play a lot of other games inside of this one. You know, there's like the Last of Us parody. There are a lot of other parodies. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but there sure are. There are, you know, car games, shooter games, platformers, everything. I guess it's kind of like a single-player split fiction. It kind of gave me this vibe, so I guess I could say that. And the feature is that Bradley can kind of interact with the code of the game and, you know, with the insides of it. So you can change your size, you can change your physics, you can tweak the parts of the level. You can phase through walls and everything. So yeah, you kind of break the game to play it, but with how eclectic the art style of this game is, it still looks really nice. It is wholesome. It is cartoony, but it's just so expressive, and I just absolutely adore the design of Bradley. He looks great, and you know, Bread of the Badger is one of those games I will definitely keep an eye on, and I will probably play shortly after it comes out. Same I could say about another title which is called Stupid Never Dies. And this is an action game. This is an action game from the developers of other action games. You know, some of the folks who worked with the Devil May Cry games, Dragon Dogma, and Resident Evil games. Yeah, and they are making their brand new project, their brand new universe, and it's kind of an punky anime zombie action game. That's pretty much what it is. Sure, it's clunky, it's hella cringe, but you know, I can see a soul in this game. The aesthetics of it is really cool, you know, the punky vibes. They actually revealed this game with a song, and it was pretty cool. And to me, this game gives some insane PlayStation 3 vibes, which I absolutely love. Like, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for PS3 aesthetic and PS3 games. So, I will definitely be hyping Stupid Never Dies. Which I can't really say about Orbitals, unfortunately, because with how great this game looks, it's a Switch 2 exclusive, I think, so there is no way I'm going to play this, but Orbitals is great. Basically what Orbitals is, it's another take on Hazelight's co-op formula, a split-screen co-op formula specifically. You know, I'm talking about A Way Out, It Takes Two, Split Fiction. It's this kind of game. It's a split-screen co-op adventure, which you can play on local multiplayer mode or online multiplayer. And this one is unique by having the retro anime art style, and this game absolutely pulls it off. It looks great, it sounds great, it's hella authentic, and I would actually love to play this one, really. But I guess I won't be able to, because I don't have Switch 2, so yeah. And the new Mega Man got announced. Hey, that's cool. It looks stylish, it looks nice, and it's always nice to have those absolute icons coming back. So, yeah, I mean, it's really nice to see Mega Man back. And it sure is nice to have all these games, but you know me, and you know what I like, and you know what I want. I want me some vehicle games. And boy oh boy, did I get some. Tancred. Okay, Tancred is cool. It's a vehicle combat game where you play as a little drone, I guess, which can possess abandoned tanks. It's a game set in a post-apocalyptic setting, and yeah, it's a vehicular combat game. You possess different tanks, and you travel from place to place, and you fight other vehicles. Some of those vehicles are big, some of those vehicles are freaking huge, and this game just looks hella fun. I will definitely keep an eye on this one. Tancred, cool. Approving. Definitely. Also, we saw a brand new look on Screamer, the new game by the Milestone game studio, the authors of Gravel, Howl's Unleashed 1 and 2, and the old Screamer games. It's actually their own franchise which is coming back with this brand new reboot. And it's nice, it's unique, it's stylish. I talked about this game in my racing games of 2025 video. I mean, it's not a racing game of 2025, it's coming out in 2026, but yeah, I was mentioning it there. I am extremely curious about Screamer. Okay, Screamer at the moment seems to be the most promising racing game on the market, just because of how interesting and unique it is, you know, in terms of its control scheme, in terms of its art style, and everything else really. And we will even get a story in this game. Apparently there will be a story mode, there will be a plot, there will be characters, there will be gangs and all that. And we know it thanks to this new trailer we got a couple days ago, and it's really nice. I am curious about Screamer as hell. So yeah, 2026, we will absolutely be there to check out this game, to play it, and to see how it is. But probably the most unexpected announcement for me was another Star Wars game, which is Star Wars Galactic Racer. Holy crap! A racing game set in the Star Wars universe. God damn it, I thought it was going to be, you know, this old-ass game which is called something like Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racing or something. I thought that like this one is going to be the remake of Episode 1 Racing. But no, it's like a brand new thing. It's a thing on itself. And Jesus, I mean, it's really nice to see a studio put this much effort in a racing game, even though it's a licensed game. But still, I am hella curious about this one. I mean, it sure is a unique title. It certainly shapes to be one. But yeah, we will definitely take a look at this game later. You know, we'll get some gameplay when it will come out. We'll be there to check it out. So yeah, Galactic Racer, cool, hella cool. Really nice of them to make this one. And I don't even know which one of these two came out as a bigger surprise for me. Sure, I mean, Star Wars Galactic Racer is unexpected, but what we got next is Ace Combat 8 Wings of the Eve. Man, I love jet games. I have yet to dive into this genre. I do own a copy of Ace Combat 7, I do own a PS3 copy of Ace Combat Assault Horizon. Don't blame me, okay, I know what this game is. I do have a copy of Rogue Flight. It's a little indie game which you absolutely should check out right now. I'm not asking, okay? I'm telling you, you have to do it. Okay, sorry. But yeah, the new mainline title in the Ace Combat series, kinda crazy. It looks great. The graphics are just awesome. It looks epic as hell. And god damn it. It's just one of those games that you just see and you just go, hell yeah. Hell yeah to you, Ace Combat 8. Definitely waiting for this one. Hoorah. But you see, the thing is, unfortunately, Ace Combat 8 was really the only Sonic thing we got on that showcase. Yeah, I mean, you get it. I mean, jets, Sonic, speed. Yeah. We didn't get the new Sonic game announcement. And there weren't really signs that we're getting one. I mean, Sega didn't tell us anything. All of us just assumed. But, you know, it just kinda made sense. Because 2026 is going to be Sonic's 35th anniversary. I mean, come on. And it's been quite a while since Frontiers came out. And, it just made sense. Sega announced a bunch of Sonic games on earlier the Game Award shows, and we just didn't get one this year, which sure is a little bit of a disappointment, but hey, let's not be upset. Sega will definitely announce the new Sonic game somewhere in the span of like half a year from now. It might be Summer Game Fest, which is probably the worst case scenario, but it might be, let's say, a State of Play presentation, because Sega actually announced a bunch of Sonic games on earlier State of Play showcases, so this might be a case. This very much might be a case. And I will definitely be there to see it. Guess I'm gonna have to watch every single goddamn gaming showcase to see if they announce the new Sonic game on this one or not. Yeah, this is my fate. But the sad thing is that TGA 2025 was a really bad event for Sonic in general, cause we didn't see any new Sonic games, but as well we didn't see any Sonic wins at all. I mean, best family game, Sonic lost this award to Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is like, how the hell is Bonanza a family game? I mean, god damn it. Crossworlds got single player, it got co-op, it got multiplayer. You can literally play this game split screen. I mean, on couch co-op mode. Bonanza is a single player game, okay? Like, how is this family? Just kind of stupid, but like, this one is, I guess, fine. Stupid, but fine. But which is a lot more stupid that Crossworlds lost the best racing game title. I mean, it's sports / racing, but whatever, who even cares about sports? Crossworlds lost the best racing game title to Mario Kart World, which is just insane. Any other game, any other entry of the series, I would get it. Mario Kart 8 was insane. People were playing this game for almost a decade. I get it, okay? But MK World, people don't really like MK World. It's not that great of a game. The intermission courses are just terrible, people hate them. Open world is fine, while bringing some new traversal options. Still, it's a big open space with not a lot to do there. And Sonic Racing Crossworld is just phenomenal. I mean, I get that I'm insane, but I'm being absolutely serious when I'm saying Crossworlds is the game of the year 2025, and I don't care what you say. You can have your opinions. I do have mine, okay? Crossworlds is polished like hell. It's expressive. It's fun to play. It got deep gameplay mechanics. The aesthetics is just on point. This game is nearly perfect. It's as close to 10 out of 10 as it possibly could be. Crossworld is phenomenal, and Mario Kart World is not even close. And you know what? I am not alone on this opinion. The amount of cheers I've heard when Jeff Keighley called out Sonic Racing Crossworld after MK World. The amount of cheers was just, it was speaking for itself. People absolutely love Crossworld, and people don't really like MK World that much. And in fact, MK World even got booed. Like, some of the people in the crowd, they were booing this game, while, Crossworld got this insane amount of cheers. But what's even crazier that Best Adaptation nomination, it did not even include Sonic Movie 3. It didn't include this movie the last year because it came out a little bit later than the window for TGA is allowing. So according to the Space Laws of Logics, it was supposed to make it to this year's nomination. It just didn't. The jury just forgot about this one. Which, I guess, thanks a lot. Thanks. That's a damn great freaking movie, and you just forgot about it while including some crap like Minecraft and goddamn like Splinter Cell TV show, which I haven't even heard of. So yeah, it's kind of insane. But yeah, that's pretty much the event. There were some nice performances. The Expedition song was pretty cool. Performance by Evanescence was really nice too, and they even announced the new, like the second season for Devil May Cry anime, which is really nice. It's a really nice way to announce the new season of the TV show, to announce anything really with the song performance. And yeah, Evanescence kind of blew up this year, which is a really funny thing, I guess. Yeah, like this entire show, it was nice. It was mostly nice, I guess, aside from the fact that I didn't get anything Sonic, but everyone cares about that, right? But yeah, the performances were nice. Expedition 33 took most of the wins. Who could have thought? And there were even some nice commercials. I kind of liked the Resident Evil, I mean the Capcom commercial and the Battlefield commercial. For Capcom commercial, they brought a bunch of YouTubers and the actress for Lady Dimitrescu. And, you know, they were acting there, playing it out as a survival guide, camp, whatever. And for Battlefield commercial, they brought the Battlefield Friends, the old YouTube show, and it was a nice thing to do from them. Like, it was a really nice thing to see on my screen. And the two things I want to say, I guess, is that was probably, it wasn't a bad showcase, it wasn't a bad presentation by any means, but this is the one I was detached from the most, I guess. I mean, Game of the Year nomination was just so far away from me. I haven't played a single game out of these. I haven't hyped a single game out of these. They are just games. I mean, Expedition, Silksong, Bonanza. I don't remember like what's else on the list. Those are Hades, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure. Death Stranding. Death Stranding looks kind of nice though. I would love to play this game, but for now it's a PS5 exclusive, so big L for me, I guess. But yeah, I just feel so detached from all these games, and it's a little bit sad. But I mean, hey, at least I got all those awesome indie and AA announcements, which I'm so happy I got. Like, really, I'll definitely keep an eye on a lot of these games, and I will definitely play them. And another thing, like pretty much my only complaint is that there were too many action games like announced or showcased on this event. It's kind of weird. Like, I swear, it felt like, I don't know, 70% of the games we saw, they're just generic action. Not generic, but they're just action games. And we really need more unique stuff, you know, we need more genres represented. We need more genres in gaming. We need more genres on this biggest event of the year. I mean, we did get Star Wars Galactic Racer, which is insane, again, but like still. So yeah, that's pretty much my experience with the Game Awards. I was watching it live. Still a lot of games. A lot of games I liked. A lot of games I didn't really care about. But it was cool. I didn't feel that this show was amazing or anything, but it sure was an interesting one to watch. And I hope it was the case for you as well. Feel free to check out all the games I called out today. I will put some links in the description, probably for all these trailers. Definitely check them out. Those are all great games. Be sure to wishlist the ones you like. It really helps the developers. It really, really, really helps the developers. So please do that if you like any of those games. And yeah, check out those games. Check out my other media if you feel like it. My Twitch, my streaming schedule. I stream twice a week. And thank you so much for sticking with me till the end. I hope you're gonna have a great day. And I've been Neon Darkness. See you around. Bye.